Alright, guys, so hi. We've had some technical difficulties this week. A lot, actually, and I'm a little irritated that I have to actually redo this audio, but I feel like if I don't redo the audio and address some things that happened, it's just gonna be really weird and a little jarring. So, if you guys were here on Monday, um, I actually did a big oopsie. I did a big oopsie when uploading. I thought I had my thing scheduled up to go, but YouTube's pre-scheduling program thing already auto defects to like the next day from when you uploaded it because I finished uploading all of them yesterday. It's been something I've been working on in the sidelines for actually quite a couple weeks now in between my normal stuff because I was just like, oh, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. So that's why we're here now, so I can explain it to you guys so you're not just like, what the heck was that? Because it wasn't even the first episode. It was like part 4 or something. So you might be wondering, Michelle, what are you talking about? Michelle, what are you doing? So first of all, let's get the art just out of the way because that's another thing I'm irritated with because my iPad messed up a lot of the recording, so this is all I have for the thumbnail. Don't worry, I'm gonna have the before and after, but it makes me very sad. Very, very sad. I've been having issues with my iPad lately in recording, and I'm trying to get it fixed, but right now, thank God I was smart enough and I have a lot of backup footage, so I don't have to worry, like, right now. I just need to worry about figuring it out, but pretty much the rest of February and most of March should be good for videos, with the backup footage I have just stocked up and saved. This is why, if you do content like me, it's good to have backup footage, guys, because, technology might just poop itself. So, real quick, let's get into the art. So the art is actually a collaboration with Adori-Tan, who is one of the players of the game. Adori, they did the amazing sketch of all of the players, and I did the inks and the colors. I did it all on my IpadPro and Procreate before anybody asks, and the brush I used was my dry ink brush. Didn't mess with it, just the dry ink brush that comes with Procreate. I know Procreate has a lot of different brushes and stuff, but it's the one I like. And so there we go, all that done. Now let's get into what's happening and the future of this channel. Don't worry. So Wednesdays are still going to be art video, topic video, the content pretty much you subscribed for. So like have no fear in that. That's not changing. And that is still going to be the main point of my channel. But I've recently fallen into the hole of D&D and I wanted to try my hand at DMing because I, not sponsored, spent my own money on it. I bought a D&D monster pack from a website. I'll have it linked down below in this video, but ironically enough, it showed up in an Instagram ad. And I was like, that looks pretty interesting, and I like the art and the covers, so I clicked on it, and I was like, ooh, hello, I like this. And it was about $10 for 4 starter one-shot packs. And the amazing creator, I'll also link their YouTube channel down below. They do a little synopsis of each of the things and their little doodads here and there. And it's a really nice, hand-holdy, first-time DM's guide to doing a one-shot. And it's helped a lot because I've watched a lot of D&D content, and the one thing everybody says is everybody should be a DM at some point. And before I was like, I don't know about that. But after being a DM for the first time, no, I learned so much in this one time, and I plan on, learning from it again. Because, again, I wasn't the best DM, but it was my first time, and I think it was rather fun. And I did stream it on Twitch. I have been streaming more of my games and stuff on Twitch, as well as my artwork. Again, we don't really have a consistent stream schedule right now, which I know sucks, but just kind of how the cookie crumbles right now. So, but you should totally follow me on Twitch. I guess sponsored by my own Twitch channel. And so I should have that in my Linktree link down below. But while I was doing that, I really wanted to save these also like for myself, but also to share with you guys because I'm already pretty sure they're not going to get that many views. But the thing is, like, I like having a catalog of things that I can look back on, I'll be able to have this in a playlist that I can look back on my first time DMing, and my friends can who played it as well. But it also is to share with you guys who, they couldn't be there for the 5-hour live stream because it was a 5-hour. Like, a one-shot is still a hefty little thing, so I had to cut a lot of parts out. I cut out a lot of, like, dead air. It's nothing fancy with the editing, and heads up, there wasn't a glitch with OBS where, for a good chunk of the episodes, there's, like, heads that I couldn't get rid of because that's literally the footage of the game. There was nothing I could do about that. But I learned for next time. Again, you live and you learn when you do it for the first time. But after doing this content, this one-shot, I asked my other friends for a long campaign that we've been doing because we came at a good point if I could do the same thing with that so I can share that campaign with you guys. And that campaign, which again isn't Snowstalkers, but that campaign has the Zodiac Lord, myself, Holly Brown, Quantablos, and my husband as the DM. So you get to have the fun doodads with that. But for this one, let's talk about Snowstalkers. So Snowstalkers is a horror one-shot. And I say horror because I realized in the first episode I didn't really announce that. Everyone on the stream knew, the players knew. So I made sure when that episode does go out that when the spoopy stuff starts coming in, that I did a little thing, like a little intro so people can catch on. But I really want to do more D&D content because I love D&D and it's really fun, and I think a lot of you guys would enjoy it too, especially with the fun and the laughs and all that jazz. So, I guess I could also say here, bump my mic. I will be doing it in parts, but I will also be uploading them in chunk parts. So you will get 2, sometimes 3 episodes a week, all in a chunk together, so you can just boom, 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 boom. Because it is a stream edit, I just think it flows nicer that way. Especially because, like I said, I don't want to be mostly a stream D&D channel. I want to stick to my art, my rambles, and random game content. So I've decided I'm going to stick it to Fridays. So Fridays, you're going to get 2 to 3 episodes per thing. And once we're done with Snowstalkers, then I will actually upload the parts of the other game that I'm doing with my friends. So you guys can be a part of, the Lambton Lamps. But I guess I should talk about the characters in this game real quick. So we have the players for Snowstalkers. We have the Zodiac Lord Morgan, who plays Ververin, who is a human cleric. We have Adori-Tan, or Alex, who plays Iazel. Be prepared, I mispronounce names a lot. Who is I believe she's a half-elf changeling. I know she can turn into an animal, so we have Iazel, who she is the very strong blue woman in the back with the yellow poofy hair and the claws. And then we have good little naive Zinnicky, who doesn't look like it, because ironically enough, she is a half-orc, but she's a big burly half-orc, and I really like the way Pythoness designed her, because it really shows a cuter side, because she's technically a teenager, she's a kid. So that plays a lot into it because she's really big and intimidating and the biggest in the party, but she's she's a boppy, and so that's really fun. And this was actually Pythoness's first Pythoness. Yes, that's right. It was her first game. She played one game previous, but her first one shot she did through and through, and her first time webcamming. So that was really fun. And then we also have Quantablos, who my buddy Quan. My baby, she decided to play an ice tiefling because she wanted titties out. She's like, I want a thoughty character, and so we're going to be out in the snow. How am I going to get around this? She'll be an ice tiefling. So that actually does come into play later because we tweaked it, so this is where the fun of the DMing comes in. Because she's an ice tiefling, she doesn't take cold damage, but she would take fire damage. Normally a tiefling wouldn't take fire damage, but we wanted to mess with that kind of stuff. And that's kind of the fun thing with being a DM in D&D is while the rules exist, it's fun to tweak them for your own personal game and your own personal stories. As long as you don't break the character, you do it once and then never bring it up again, you have to keep it consistent. So that was something else I learned a lot into. I also learned a lot about, being meta as a DM and player and just going in like that because, again, I was nervous and new and I wanted people to have fun. So hopefully when I do my next one-shot, which I actually will be streaming kind of soon, which will technically be a sequel to the Snowstalkers. It's going to be a few years later. I will be doing that later on this month, so I'm really excited about that. A lot. But like I said, I've been really into D&D, and it's been something that's been bringing me just so much great serotonin and joy. And so I think is that it? Oh, I didn't say her name. Sorry, Quan. See, my brain's already rambling here. This is what I get for having to re-record the audio. So Quan plays Apricity, but we call her Apricot at a certain point, so be prepared for that. And I feel confident in saying this. I'll also put it in the comment section, everyone's descriptions, but people are free to draw fan art of the characters. I make sure that in all the parts that I have everybody's social medias in there above mine, so you can follow everyone there, because they're all artists. Surprise, surprise. All my friends are artists. But you should follow all of them. If you want to draw fan art of their characters, go right ahead. I post up their references quite a few throughout the episode, so you can look at them. And as long as you tag them in it, and tag me in it, because I wouldn't mind seeing it either, I'm sure that they're fine with it, and we would all love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the So Snuckers, and I hope you've enjoyed this speed paint, even though I lost half the footage. Yeah, and let's get into my little quickie spiel. So thank you, as always, guys, for my amazing Patreon patrons. I do mean it this time, because I spent like a couple weeks just editing down a live stream to do this. I really could not have used that time if it wasn't for you guys. I'm also reworking my Patreon, so I will be having a sticker and a mini print tier coming up in the near future. That'll probably be a video either at the end of this month or start of March, just so I can get, things squared away for it. But you guys, every bit helps. You gave me the freedom to, do this in my off time, besides just playing the game, and I'm eternally grateful for that. I will have a new art topic ramble on Wednesday, and those are going to stay Wednesdays, so don't worry about that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Commenting for the bot really helps a ton. And, yeah, as always, guys, I will. See you next time. Bye-bye.